So last week we did this webinar on artificial intelligence and how to use it to help you write a book. And it stirred so many interesting conversations. And there was one kind of reoccurring fear, at least among editors and ghostwriters and whatnot, that we're going to be out of a job, that artificial intelligence is going to make book writing by us or regular people a thing of the past, that all we have to do is hit a button and out pops a book. So first and foremost, that's not going to happen. Not yet. Maybe soon. So I got to thinking about the release of Prince Harry's memoir. I think it was last week or the week before it came out. Right now it's January 15th when I'm taping this. And on its first day out, on its release date, that book sold 1.43 million copies for Penguin Random House, which, by the way, is the largest publishing house in the world. And to give you an idea of how extraordinary those book sales are, Michelle Obama's latest book, which had a lot of flurry, a lot of coverage, a lot of promotion pre-release, sold 700 and something copies. So Spare, which is the name of Prince Harry's memoir, is sold double that. So if you're reading the newspapers like I am about the book reviews on Harry's book, everybody is talking about the choices that Harry made, the things that he chose to reveal in the book. And they were talking about the fact that he chose to talk about, getting frostbite of the penis and killing Afghanis during the war there. And others were saying he spent way too much time talking about the trauma associated with his mother's death, or there was too much back and forth dialogue that should have been cut. So everybody's got something to say about this book. It's been very controversial. It's gotten lots of press, and that's sold 1.43 million copies on the first day. So the thing that is easy to forget, or the thing that a lot of readers don't know, is that that book wasn't written by Prince Harry. It was written by a ghostwriter, and the ghostwriter is a fellow by the name of J.R. Moringer, who is probably the most sought-after ghostwriter out there. I'm guessing he makes high six figures on a book project, somewhere between $600,000 and $750,000, which is, of course, why he deals with high-profile clients. And J.R. Moringer started out as a journalist, and then he wrote a memoir called The Tender Bar. Maybe you've heard me talk about it before. It's a gorgeous memoir. And it's essentially the story of a boy finding his sense of home, sense of place, sense of belonging in a neighborhood bar. And also father figures in that neighborhood bar, because his father wasn't part of his life. And that memoir is so well crafted and so well put together that he leveraged it into helping celebrities and high-profile people write their own memoirs. So one of Moringer's famous projects, and I don't know how far back it is, a couple of years back, he wrote Andre Agassi's memoir, Open. And to write that memoir, Moringer went to Las Vegas, where Andre Agassi was living, and he spent 2 years about a mile away working on this book and interviewing Agassi over breakfast. So while he was interviewing Agassi, what he was doing, he was going after the details. He was listening for the stuff that revealed who Andre Agassi was, the stuff that made for interest, for interesting fodder for a reader, the stuff that would be polarizing or conversation stirring or compelling. Because that's the stuff that sells books. That's the craft involved that nobody talks about. So moving forward to working on Prince Harry's book, he was choosing, of course, Harry had to confirm that it was okay to use some of these stories that Moringer chose to put into the book. But he was curating those stories. He was shaping the narrative. He was creating a character development. He was using all of the tools available to a writer to draw the reader in, to make them feel something, to get them to understand, in this case, the royal family and what it would be like to live there in an entirely different way. And of course, his choices stirred furor and conversation and criticism, and man, did they sell books. So do you have to worry about AI right now if you're a writer or a ghostwriter? Oh my God, no, because those choices are still so integral to what makes a book work for the reader, for the public who is going to consume those books. So AI is a great tool. It's a great tool for bringing in content, for creating bricks, but it's not going to be enough for a very good long while.